KSI owes these two a lot, because essentially they just siphoned all the hate that he received for his track towards theirs. And just like I said about KSI, it's really unfortunate when you go viral for a song that people think it's bad and they're just making fun of it, right? I mean, it does suck, but the reality is it's true. And that's despite the fact that technically it's pretty sound, right? Like they hit all their notes, they're perfectly on beat, but it also sounds and looks dated. Like it reminds me of a niche from years ago. Like when this type of music was popular, New Girl was popular. That should say something. I mean, like just look at this aesthetic. Letterman jacket, brim, just top the hat. Like this, I was sitting on a subway, like this is like 2011 core, like stuck right in my heart. And there's nothing wrong with going retro. It's just that this is too recent to be considered retro. It's not nostalgic yet. The biggest factor sonically as to why I don't think this song works for a lot of people, despite the fact that it sounds very, very corporate, is that it lacks soul, which is ironic because this is the subgenre that it comes from. And it just sounds so overstimulating and composed in a way that you didn't write or make this song for fun or because you wanted to, but because you had to for a class project. To really hit it home to what I'm trying to get to is that music has always had this one aspect that you can't measure. It's not a metric. You can't quantify it. You can't measure it, but it is in every single record that people consider to be hits. And that is the umph. And the reason why I have James Brown here is because in interviews and throughout his entire life, he always talked about the umph. And his bandmates, the many that he went through, always spoke about how when they were making records or rehearsing, Brown was as obsessed about the umph. Michael Jackson actually understood this too. And it makes sense because his idol was James Brown.